Hola clase, lo siento. No me gusta mi computadora. No. Mi computadora, a mi computadora, no le gusto. Yo, my computer doesn't like me. So, había un error, and instead of going back and re-recording the whole thing, I'm just going to record this, la segunda parte. So, the last page we just did, pon en orden los ordinales. In this chapter, we are learning the present progressive tense. What do you know? It's been 5 días. What do you remember about the present progressive tense? What is it in English? In English, it is to be plus a gerund. Gerunds end in ing. So this would be am, are, is, plus ing. I am talking. You are listening. He is writing. Two parts to the verb. Am, talking. Is, reading. Are, listening. Same in Spanish, two parts. When do you use it? In Spanish. In English, we use it all the time. In Spanish, use it to emphasize action occurs right now. Ahora mismo. And number 3, how do you form it? You take some conjugated form of a star. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. And to that, you add the gerund, the ing in Spanish. And in Spanish, the ing is formed with ando if it's an AR verb. If it is an ER verb or an IR verb, ER or IR, you're going to add yendo. So, estoy hablando. Estás escuchando. Él está escribiendo, leyendo, comiendo, lo que sea. Okay? You have to really have your brain wrapped around that and understand it. Those are the basics of what we're doing for this tense. So do you know them? If you don't know them, read them, process them until they make sense in your brain. Hoy vamos a aprender algunos irregulares. Okay? So the estar never changes. The estar part is the estar part, and it's not going to change. We're going to talk about the gerund part, the ando yendo part. And there are some, not very many, but there are some irregulars, but they're all patterned. They're not like wackos. You just have to learn them because the pattern's pretty easy. So if we're going to learn a pattern, you need to see the pattern, process the pattern, and then apply the pattern in whenever it's needed. When you see the case, oh, this is a pattern verb, I'm going to apply the rule I've learned. So, a la izquierda, hay varios verbos. Leer, to read, oír, to hear, traer, to bring, creer, to believe, poseer, to possess, huir, to flee, construir, to build, or construct. This is not a complete list of all the verbs that follow this pattern in the language, but it's a pretty good list. You're going to see some verbs you've never seen before. Huir, to flee or to run away. It's one of my favorite verbs. I like to make people run away from me. But look carefully. That means put your brain in gear and look at the verbs and tell me what they have in common. Leer, oír, traer, creer, poseer, huir, construir. Okay, so the 4th grade answer would be, well, they end in R. Yeah. Now give me an 8th grade answer. What else do you notice about them? Are they all AR verbs? Are they all ER verbs? Are they all IR verbs? Okay, they're not AR verbs, that's for sure. But they're not all ER verbs. They seem to be all ER or IR verbs. That's interesting because in the gerund, ER and IR verbs both take the same ending, iendo, I-E-N-D-O. I think we're on to something. So, all verbs are ER or IR, okay? If you remove that ending, 4 o'clock, April 8th, and give me your address again. I remember where it is, but it's like, I know I'm going to get there and go, oh, wait a minute, which one of these is it? Yeah, I know. Okay, I will be good then. Okay, yeah. If I take off the ER or the IR ending, what do I notice about the stem? The stem is what you have left when you take off the ending. So if I take off the ending ER from lay air, I have LE left. If I take off the IR from OER, I have an O left. TRA, CRE, POSE, HU, CONSTRU, LE, O, TRA, CRE. Aha! I see the pattern. Do you? I need you to engage your brain, and I need you to look for the pattern. What do you notice about the stem when I take off the ending? The stem ends in a vowel. E, O, A, E, U. Okay, it ends in a vowel. Every time I take off the stem, it ends in a vowel. Is that true of words like let's vivir, to live, or dormir, to sleep? No, that doesn't happen a lot. It happens some, but not a lot. This is the special pattern we are looking for. This is the case that will cause you to choose the rule we are about to learn. If it is an ER or IR verb with a stem that ends in a vowel, it will follow the pattern I'm about to teach you. Let's look at this pattern. So just listen and process while I write. Lay air, to read. If I want to change to read into reading, I first take my infinitive and cross off the ER. Then I should, if it's regular, add endo. Do you see what happens? I get this whole blob of vowels in the middle of my word. And Spanish does not like 3 vowels together, especially when one of those vowels is an I. They don't like 3 vowels. EI makes that A, says. So leyendo, and they want to say leyendo. They want to hear that y. So what they do is all of these verbs that are ER-IR verbs that have a stem ending in a vowel, instead of adding I-E-N-D-O, they add Y-E-N-D-O, okay? Leyendo. That gets rid of that weird vowel problem, okay? So it's not really that the verb is irregular. We just need to clean up the spelling a little bit. So up here, I want you to type leer, to read, becomes leyendo, reading. So let's take oír. I cross off the IR, and I'm left with an O. Do I add I-E-N-D-O, or do I add Y-E-N-D-O? Yep, I add Y-E-N-D-O. Oyendo, hearing. I'm not hearing you. No estoy oyéndote. ¿Ah? ¿Estás oyendo? ¿Estás oyendo? Are you hearing the music? ¿Estás oyendo la música? Are you hearing music? Okay. You would use this, oyendo, oyendo. So you type oyendo right there while I erase. Oyendo, hearing. Let's take traer, to bring. T-R-A. I've crossed off the E-R. Would I add I-E-N-D-O or would I add Y-E-N-D-O? I would add Y-E-N-D-O because I don't want a train wreck of vowels. Trayendo. Okay, trayendo. You type it right there. Creer, to believe. C-R-E, crossing off that E-R, C-R-E. Would I add I-E-N-D-O or Y-E-N-D-O? Right. I don't want the train wreck of vowels, so I'm going to put a Y in there. So, huir, to flee, to run away. Ah, Maestra Callis is coming. I am fleeing. Estoy huyendo. How would I spell huyendo? H-U, drop off the I-R, and add yendo. Estoy huyendo. Maestra viene. Estoy huyendo. Maestra comes. I'm running. Estoy huyendo. Here is a chance for you to practice all of your gerunds, all of your present progressive. Some of them are irregular. Pay attention. Look. Use your brain. Is this the pattern Maestra just taught me? Or is it the old pattern? Hablar is AR. That's really the old pattern. You would add ando to AR verbs. This column needs two words. Two, dos palabras. Estoy, some form of estar, and ando or yendo, depending if it's AR or ER or IR. And look for those verbs we just talked about. If you have a train wreck of vowels in the middle of your word, you probably did something wrong. Then in English, by the way, English has a present progressive tense. I am talking, not I talk, not I will talk, not I talked, not I'm gonna talk, not I used to talk. I am talking. Two words, am, talking. This one had better be the team is, whatever ganar means. You've got to have the two words. I need you guys to wrap your brains around the two words in this tense. Por favor. You can check when you're done. Okay, pretty much. I'm going to run you through the rest of the slides. You guys are going to be doing the rest of this for homework. This is a matching. I have described the picture. El viajero, and I misspelled viajero, está en el aeropuerto, está muy aburrido, está escuchando música, el avión no está saliendo. So estar is used for location. El viajero, misspelled, está en el aeropuerto, location. That's where the viajero is located. Está muy aburrido. That's his condition or how he's feeling. Condition and feeling, same thing. And está escuchando música is the present progressive. So I am trying to show you how to use these, even though I misspelled viajero. So if this one matches with this, which I don't think it does, smush it so that you have enough room. These pictures are big, so it's going to cover up stuff. You can check to see if you did well. If you didn't do well, go back and redo it. Look at the picture. Mira el tiempo, el clima o la estación, la primavera. Decide the actividad lógica. ¿Qué están haciendo tus padres? So it's spring. What are doing your parents? Would they be riding a snowmobile or would they be working in the garden? Well, the logical one in the spring for my parents would be to work in the garden. Escribe una frase con presente progresivo. So I need to answer my question. What are doing your parents? What are doing your parents? Do you answer with your parents or do you answer with my parents? Obvio, my parents. How do you say my parents? Mis padres. Present progressive, are working. That's two words. Which form of estar goes for they are? My parents, they. My parents, they are. That would be están. Traba, cross off the AR. What do I add? Ando and el jardín. Mis padres están trabajando en el jardín. Mis padres están trabajando en el jardín. Keep going. It's raining. What's Mrs. Callis doing? It's cloudy. It's foggy. ¿Qué estás haciendo tú? What are you doing? How do you answer? What are you doing? Yeah, I am doing. I am. It's bad weather. What's the team doing? Ooh, repaso, review. Review of shoe verbs. Ooh, we haven't done these for a while. Here's the cue, like yo, mostrar. And then you have to conjugate it. So mostrar goes to muestro. The O changes to a UE. That's a shoe verb. And then you write it in English. I show. So to pref air ear. Pref eris. It changes E to IE. You prefer. And you can check. There are 60 of you. You are wearing masks. Those of you at home, I don't know what goes on in your brain sometimes. I try, but I don't know. I can't. I don't have ESP. So how well did you remember your shoe verbs today? It was okay. It was okay. I got it. Out of the ballpark. Nailed it. Kind of. I've seen them before. I don't know. Okay. This is what I'd want to know. Can you tell the difference between a shoe verb and not a shoe verb? I put some of those in there. Yeah. Not all of those in that previous page are shoe verbs. I remember what the verbs mean in English. I can choose the correct ending based on if it is AR, ER, or IR. Do I put an O or an AS or an E or an EMOS or an ON? I can determine when I need to change the vowel, E to IE, or when I need to leave it based on the subject. What piece of information, which of these do you feel you need the most work on? I need to know where you guys are at in shoe verbs. I need to tell your Spanish 2 teacher what to expect when you show up on her doorstep ready to take Spanish 2 next year. I need to say, yep, these Joaquin, A+, knows how to do his shoe verbs. Okay. Mario, he struggles. Okay. He doesn't know what they mean in English. He knows the pattern, but he doesn't know what they mean. Okay. Your Spanish 2 teacher is going to start asking me questions that I need to answer. Okay. So telling, oh, I'm great because I cheated doesn't really help me or your Spanish 2 teacher. So please be honest on this page. Okay. Then just for fun, imagina. You're on your perfect vacation. La vacación perfecta. ¿Qué estás haciendo? What are you doing? Draw me a picture. Dibuja o escribe. Draw and or write. This page truly is optional. But you can draw or write or both or write and not draw, whatever you want. But it just is kind of to get you thinking that you control the language, you control the message you want to send out into the world of what you are doing on your perfect vacation. Okay? Adiós y hasta mañana.